My name is PJ Mahlangu, the Secretary General of Ekurhuleni Taxi Industry under the auspices of Santago and National Taxi Alliance, NTA. On Tuesday, our taxis did not operate almost 80% of Ekurhuleni areas due to the fact that we are going to submit our memorandum of grievances to the council. The grievances emanate from the fact that we have been trying, we wrote several letters to the city requesting the mayor to meet with us, even the city manager to meet with us with regard to issues that affect the taxi operators in Ekurhuleni, especially in Tembisa where the BRT construction is happening. First of all, I would like to put it up front to say that the Ekurhuleni taxi industry is 100% in support of the BRT that is happening. We are part of the negotiations and we are also part of the operation that is taking part. In actual fact, the buses that are operating at the moment are operated by the Ekurhuleni taxi industry. We have problems which affect us as communities as well as business people in Tembisa, especially in Tembisa. In Tembisa, the construction of the trunk route has been going on since 2013. And some of the areas, as you can go and have a look yourself, is that the construction has been delayed several times by appointing subcontractors or contractors with substandard and then firing them in the middle of the job. As a result, the construction is never ending. And the construction is causing congestion in the morning, early hours where there's rush time, as well as in the evening when our taxis are supposed to be transporting people. As a result, we are losing money, and the damage that occurs is also costing us in terms of repairs, because some areas of the roads are not easy to travel on. We also have areas in taxi ranks where the rank standard is not up to scratch. The health levels are eroded. So we wrote letters to request a meeting with the city manager. We wrote letters to hold meeting with the mayor, who we believe is the head of the council, and he must ensure that in terms of section 152 of the South African Constitution, he must deliver services to the communities. And we believe also that the council has got power in terms of section 151 to take charge and to ensure that the mayor is called to book. So our march was intended to call for the City Council of Ekurhuleni to remove the mayor from his seat. We are not politically affiliated, we are not politically marching, but we are citizens of Ekurhuleni who operates a business that is constantly hampered by lack of service delivery. We have noted that most of the services have been stopped due to the city manager not appointing contractors or not paying contractors who have been appointed to do their work. And as a result, this lack of service is hampering us. Let me just make an example. The bridges that are supposed to be constructed in the BRT route have been standing. No construction is happening. We don't know why. We have never seen adverts that requires people to submit RFPs or RFQs to indicate that they want to tender. There's nothing going on in terms of cleaning of the taxi ranks, and we know that the city has got the capacity to do that. And then the letters that we wrote, they never even acknowledged them or even replied them. And the other thing that is of a critical nature is that as we negotiate in terms of Section 41 of the National Land Transport Act, the city must appoint a technical advisor on our behalf. But that technical advisor must not be appointed without us having been part of it, because we want to have a representation that is going to be doing a job for us in a fair and equitable way. We don't want somebody that's going to be appointed and is going to advise us to the benefit of the city. Although the city will be paying, but the money for the BRT is from national. So in this case, we want the national department also to come on board to say, because the BRT is a national prerogative, which has been handed over to the city because of their function as a city council. they must come and take over, because since 2015, there's been changes of HODs. We've had 7 of them up to date. That shows every time we negotiate issues that affect us on the BRT, there's changes in terms of the new appointment, who comes, and we have to start all over again. So there's no progress made in terms of negotiations. So we've got a list of issues that affect us in terms of that appointment. We have also realized in terms of our meetings that we need to sit with the city, there must be facilitators of those meetings, and the facilitators must be independent. We have signed a memorandum of agreement with the city that details all these things, how they should be happening as the industry. Now, the city has never paid the service providers who are facilitators of meetings. So in other words, the meeting that we were supposed to hold, they have been delayed. And we're looking at the progress since 2013 up to today. It is about 5 years. And phase 1 construction is not happening. And operation is going to be hampered in terms of delivery. We realize that monies will be spent, and yet the delivery of the service will not be happening in a while, because of all these delays and the backlog of things that should be happening. And we realize also that the mayor is now putting ANC politics into the project, because whenever they contest with whoever is doing a certain function, then everything else has been stopped because the contestation is affecting us now, which we have nothing to do with politics of the ANC. So we are saying the city has failed us. In terms of section 152, the mayor has shown that it either does not understand section 7 of the human rights, because our rights have been hampered. If you read section 7, subsection 1 and 2, you realize that all those rights that affect us have been eroded, or the mayor is not even caring in order to promote our business as a citizen of the country.
So the system is now in phase 1, correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But we are not necessarily talking about the system only. We're talking in general issues that affect us as communities as well as taxi operators. Number 2, the issues that really affect us mostly is that as communities of Ekurhuleni, there are areas where there is no service delivery at all. If you go and have a look at the Brakpan Dam, you'll see that dam has now become a garden. You go and look at the Benoni Dam, it's starting to show those things that grow in the water. No one is taking care of them. You go to the Germiston Park Civic Centre, the water fountain there is becoming a dump. You go to Benoni, the water fountain there is a dumping area, it's a toilet. People throw stuff there. So no one is caring about the city, the condition, the health of the people of Ekurhuleni. So we are saying, as citizens of Ekurhuleni, not only taxi operators, it affects us, because our children go to schools, the library there, our children go to the library. What happens in Germiston Park if there's an outbreak of sickness or anything that can affect our children? What will happen with the Benoni CBD? It means it's a no-go area in health purposes. And we realize that if the city manager was aware of her duties, she would have appointed contractors to ensure that the water fountains are clean, the Brakpan Dam is clean, all other areas like the Gelmiston graveyard has been taken care, because the fencing and all the tombstone have been broken by vandalism and nothing is happening. We don't see anything from the city that suggests that they care about the communities.
Okay. And then there are also claims that taxi operators are expected to withdraw their taxes in favor of the BRT system.
That is correct. That's what we have agreed to negotiate.
Okay.
But we can't just withdraw without having agreed in terms of how we're going to do the withdrawal, how many cars are going to withdraw, who is actually going to be withdrawn from the service, and what is the compensation.
And then when you withdraw those taxes, like what's going to happen to those taxi operators?
That's what we need to negotiate with the city to agree, to say this is what is going to happen. But because we don't have a technical advisor, it means we cannot start negotiating on those 30 days to answer all these issues that we have put on our memorandum. Failure to do that, we will go back to the streets to do what we do again. But this time we don't promise any peaceful march or anything like that.